is my PPT visible to all of you? Please confirm.
Yes, sir, it's
Yes,
visible.
sir, it's visible.
So in the today lecture, we will try to discuss the importance of the process control and process industries. Why the process control instrumentation subjects are important for the process industries. We will try to search the answer of this question. So in 2 days back, from the previous two classes, we have discussed the different problems occurring during the operation. If what happened, the operator misreads the reading. Okay, such type of problem we have seen, right? We have analyzed either in the case of using the transient analysis or with the help of some steady state analysis. Today, so that is also important. That was also important for the more transient analysis purpose. So for the transient state analysis or for the steady state analysis purpose, if you want to understand, if you want to search the answer of the question, ki what happens with the process, what is the how the problem is will be analyzed due to the ऑपरेटर प्रॉब्लम है ना, उसको कह सकते हैं ऑपरेटर के चलते जो एरर आ रहा है ना, सो ऑपरेटर मिस्टेक्स यू कैन से, है ना. सो उसको एनालाइज करने के लिए we have studied two tools, either the steady state and the transient state, right? Now today हम लोग दूसरे एंगल से we will try to search the answer of the same question with a different angle, right? So what is the angle today? The angle of searching the answer is today is the energy consumption, right? So energy consumption. So this from this PPT, it is very clear that there are certain sectors where the energy consumptions are primarily used. Okay, so what are that sectors? These sectors are the transport sector, industrial sector, non-combustible sector, building sector. So from this you can see the industrial sector share the majority of the energy sectors. The same graph with the help of pie chart you can understand. You can see here 42% of the energy, 42% of the energy is only shared with in the case of industry, right? So this is the total consumption of the energy in the term of gigawatt hour, right? So you can see second number says the agriculture, sorry, domestic, and third one is the agriculture, and other are this one commercial and railways and others, right? So you can say here the majority of energy is only shared by the industry, right? What it means? What it means? So energy इसका मतलब है कि 42% energy share कर रहा है. This is what is about, you can say the half, approximately half of the energy is only consumed by the industry. Okay, so we can't ignore the energy efficiency, right? It means that if we try, if we can do, if we can reduce the energy load inside the industry, then it means we will achieve something. अगर एनर्जी इफिशिएंसी इसका हम लोग बढ़ा दें, अगर हम इसको लोड घटाते हैं, अगर हम इसका लोड घटा दिया जाए, एनर्जी का एनर्जी लोड विल रिड्यूस फॉर इन द इंडस्ट्री, देन आपका यहाँ पर आपका लोड कुछ कम हो जाएगा. तो ये कैसे कम होगा? हाउ इट विल रिड्यूस? सो इफ हम लोग कुछ इस तरह से इंस्ट्रूमेंट को डिजाइन करें, इक्विपमेंट को डिजाइन करें दैट आर यूज्ड इनसाइड द इंडस्ट्री, व्हिच विल यूटिलाइज द मिनिमम एनर्जी और द ऑप्टिमम एनर्जी, ठीक है, that provide the maximum efficiency, or you can say in terms of energy. If we are able to design such type of equipments, then it means, or you can say if we are able to utilize the maximum energy inside that industry, or you can say whatever the waste is producing inside the industry, whatever the waste is producing inside the industry, if we are able to generate the energy from this waste and reutilize the same energy inside the industry, then as a process engineers, as a control engineers, uh, as a industries, our target is this one also, right? So we can't ignore this energy efficiency, right? So next is the annual energy consumption in India. You can see that the data. These are some most energy consumed industries, right? So first one is the iron steel, second one is the, you can see the cement industry, and third one is the fertilizer and aluminum, and fourth is like that, right? So one of the industry that I want to take the example here today, this one is the pulp and paper. So you can see here the pulp and papers here the 2.09 million of MTOE. Okay, million ton. I don't know the exact name, just to check the this one, right? So this is the energy consumption, right? So that is B. B is the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. This is the government institution in 2018 published this data, right? Now come to the next. So you can see here, I'm just giving one example, right? So that you can understand it, why the process industries are important. So just I'm taking the paper industry, paper industry. So in the paper industry, you can see here, it is the fifth largest consumer energy in India, right? And this account 3.6% of Indian primary energy uses, right? So in India, you can say that the average energy consumption of typical paper mill, in the typical paper mill or some general paper mill, the energy consumption is around 34.3 gigajoule per ton of paper. It means one per ton of paper producing of per ton of paper consumes 34.3 gigajoule of energy, right? So what it reflects that it also includes the consumption for wood chipping and pulping, right? So ये आपका क्या एनर्जी कंजप्शन सब में सारा कुछ आपको सबको लग जाता है इसमें ना approximately. Now what we are talking about today what we are talking, right? All the energy policy makers like US, and the US is working on the shale energy, shale energy, and today we are talking about the renewable energy, right? Renewable energy. So in order to that, so what are the different renewable energy we can produce from the industries? So bioenergy, bioproducts, bioeconomy, these are the terms we are using generally, right? So you have to understand it. It is very, very important what I'm saying. Paper industry currently process about 170 million ton of black liquor. BL means black liquor. BL stands for the black liquor. Black liquor. And this black liquor is nothing but the waste. Simply waste. Okay. And this black liquor contains high much of cellulose. Cellulose. Right. Cellulose means lignin. You can say this contains a high much of lignin. So 170 million tons of black liquor per year globally. ठीक है ना? In the global scenario on the world level, per year 170 million ton of black liquor is approximately producing. And मजेदार की बात यह है, इसमें आपको ध्यान अट्रैक्शन की बात यह है कि विद टोटल एनर्जी कंटेंट ऑफ 2 heptajoule, और इसमें है कितना? 2 heptajoule of energy was there. In which? In the black liquor. Why? Because it contains cellulose. On the burning of cellulose, it will again produce some heat, right? So understand? So I'm just stripping once again. Actually, the black liquor is a product. This is just drained out, and then in the paper industry as a waste, right? This contains some water and some chemical, Na2SO4 and NaOH and some other chemicals, right? It contains cellulose, right? And that's in the form of lignin, right? And this waste is generally we are drained, okay? And what is the effect? We will see. So, and however, this black liquor contains 2 heptajoule of, I have seen 170, kitna tha? 170 million ton. This is a producing in global scenario, it has a contains 2 heptajoule of energy, right? So we have to convert. It means this is the, in the liquor form. It is the liquor form with water, with water. How it will be generated black liquor? This is another story. You can read more in the literature. What is the black liquor? What is the use of black liquor? Why this black liquor has been prepared in the paper industry? This will there are the three story: white liquor, okay, and black liquor, and one is I think gray liquor, I think, or I don't know the exact name. Okay, so white liquor से black liquor ये बनने के story जो है आप you can understand in the literature आपको मिल जाएगा, ठीक है. So this is not much important. Our target is to introduce the black liquor as a waste which can be converted into the biomass energy, nothing else. Okay. So ये तो हो गया इसका. अब हम बात करते हैं कुछ 50 minute. Okay. So economy. If you're talking about the economy, Indian paper industry play a key role in Indian economy, contributing around 500 billion to GDP. So if you're talking about the Indian pulp and paper, CPPRI, Center of Pulp and Paper Research Institute in Saharanpur. Okay. This will give the report of the Indian paper scenario. Okay. So they will reported it. Indian pulp and paper plays a key role in Indian economy, and contributing about 500 billion to GDP, right? So what is the employment scene? So 0.5 million people directly employed, okay, in the paper mill. However, 1.5 million people are indirectly involved. How? They are like farming. How is the farming? Farming the tree, and the most popular tree used in the producing the paper are the bagasse, right? And you can say bamboo, and you can say the poplar. Popular tree is generally planted inside the western UP, right? Western UP side. Bamboo are generally in the North India, or you can say northeast में भी इसको देखा जाता है generally. And bagasse are generally used in the आजकल हम लोग straw से भी use कर रहे हैं, wheat straw and other things. These are the used for the making the paper. However, the quality of the paper is very good inside when we are using the bamboos. Okay, ठीक है. तो ये तो बात की बात है. तो ये जो प्लांटेशन वाले लोग हैं, ये भी इनडायरेक्टली अगर इसका डिमांड आपके पास पेपर मिल के पास अगर कोई डिमांड ये दे रहे हैं, तो दे वाल द फिल. Okay, so they are indirectly independent to each other. Okay, so it means 2 million people are directly or indirectly employed using this industry. Okay, so and obviously the paper is a knowledge based equipments. Okay, this is the paper is a significant medium to actuate the knowledge based economy forward in the new millennium, right? Without paper you are not. So literacy demand of paper in India is expected to 53% in next 6 years, but due to the COVID it will reduces. So the different programs. Okay, so Shiksha Abhiyan and other things running in India. Okay, so now I'm coming to our topic, why the process industry are the important. So you can see from this picture, this picture is who are from the Ghaziabad and the Saharanpur area. They were aware that the most polluted river in India is one of the Hindon River. Hindon River? Anyone? Please reply. Yes or no? Huh?
No, sir. No, sir. We don't.
Don't.
River in Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
River in Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, no problem. So in the Hindon River, this is the most polluted. Most polluted river, polluted river of the, this is a tributary. Basically, Hindon River is a tributary of the Yamuna River, right? And is the most popular, most polluted river. Why I am saying most polluted? This is see same in this river, Hindon River. There is a one river, Kali River. Okay, Kali River near the Roorkee, and near Roorkee, and you can say the Muzaffarnagar and Deoband. All this area, Kali River is passing from this area, and in this area, sorry, hello, sir, hello, sir, नमस्कार, सर क्लास में अभी करता हूँ, है ना?
Sorry, sorry, your mic is off.
Sorry. Now it is clear. So I
Yes.
was discussing there. Uh, in that area, why I have taken the name of that area? That area, Muzaffarnagar, Deoband, and Roorkee, near about that, the maximum of sugar mill and the paper mill was there, right? And therefore, these two rivers, these two mills are producing too much of the pollution, that are directly, that was where in the past directly drained to that river. Okay, but now the center of the control of pollution board was very strict about that. Okay, and they are not giving the NOC and like that the clearance to drain that water. Okay, so now you can see the scenario here. The Hindon River is one of the downstream, and this is the Central Pollution Control Board was limited the 5000 mpn total coliform per 100 मिलीमीटर चाहिए आपको, और देखिए कितना ज्यादा है, तो इस तरीके से डाटा है ना? तो हिंडन रिवर इज वन ऑफ द polluted river in this area, right? So, and you can see the effect of this, the pollution. What is the effect of that pollution? So just this a research paper published in one of the article. Okay. So this just I am reading the abstract, that the important line of that abstract, so that you can understand it better. Western UP in India is reaching the category of the unhealthiest region due to the emerging risk of cancer. He is claiming, he is claiming the cancer river. कितना harsh word है ये देखिए, cancer river. What is the meaning of cancer river? Here, soil and water have high concentration of multi-metals, especially contaminants, lead, mercury, arsenic, which is a major risk to individuals. Therefore, numerous health problems in many villages along the banks of the river have been observed. Individuals are using contaminated water for daily life purposes, as well as for the crop irrigation, right? Thus, metal deposited successively to different trophic level. Therefore, this area immediate required an exhaustive study. Okay. Next line. In this region, industry releasing its waste directly to the river without executing proper treatment and disposal of the waste, resulting in water obtaining many hazardous compounds. Therefore, river water becomes seriously polluted and turns to cancer river. Why it is called cancer river? I will tell you. Major rivers running in this area are Yamuna, Kali Nadi, Hindon, Ganga. These rivers turn to the cancer river due to the different industry that reside in this area, which are sugar industries, pulp and paper mills, as the slaughterhouses. The industrial wastewater contains hazardous inorganic pollutants. These are the pollutants, right? So why they are called the cancer? So this is a claim also. Various type of cancer, bone deformities, neurological disorders are few of them which can be seen frequently in the individual. In this one survey was done in that area, and it is found that the most of the villagers are cancer suffered, right? So, and what is the reason? The reason behind that is pollution. Okay. So, so what is as a control engineer, as a process engineer, as a uh, as a responsible person of the society, what is our target? Our target is to reduce this uh, pollution and reuse this waste. Okay. So, so one of the example I have given is the black liquor. Okay. So this black liquor may be used as a, as a, biomass fuel, as a biomass fuel, right? So how it which is the use? How did we use as a biomass fuel? So there are different types of techniques we are using inside the uh, process. Okay. So one of the equipments we are designing the multiple evaporator, multi-stage evaporator, or it is also known as a multi-effect evaporator, right? So that we can use the optimization, optimum amount of heat or maximize the steam energy, right? So I'm not going to detail of this because this is out of your syllabus, but this is just for your example, right? So now I think you understand the problems why we are discussing these things. Okay, what are the significance of this subject? What is the gravity of this subject? Okay, so now one by one we are trying to understand why we have studied the process dynamics control or the process control and instrumentation. Process control instrumentation. Okay, so first issue is the process safety, right? So in the any process industry, with the safety purpose, we have to understand what is the significance, what is the principles of that process control optimization instrumentation. Okay, satisfying the environmental constraints as we have seen with the help of the pollution board guidelines or something else, right? Meeting ever stricter products quality specification. Let's say we need the 60% of concentration product. Okay, or we need the chocolate of the particular specification that contains this much amount, this much amount, this much amount. Okay, so the product quality specification we can only control with the help of the process control instrumentations knowledge. Okay, and also at the same time we have to utilize the minimum raw materials and minimum energy and maximize the yields, maximize the product side. Okay, is it clear? So so that we can ultimately any industrialist finally needs, the target is only the profit. Okay, with the quality, with the quality. Okay, so this is the first target and second target is this one. Okay, a specified production rate must be maintained. Okay, so these are the necessary quality we want from the industry, and for that purpose, for fulfill this purpose, the process control instrumentation or PDC are important. Okay, so need to develop the process dynamic model. So for this, for fulfilling this, the points. Okay, we have to understand the dynamics or the mathematics of this uh, process. Okay, so for that purpose now we have to understand, improve the understanding of the process. हम लोग को develop करना पड़ेगा. Train the plant operating engineer. We have to train the operator. Okay, develop a control strategy for a new process, and we have to also use R&D. Optimize the process operation condition. Okay, optimize the process operating condition. What it means? It means I'm just giving one example once again for this purpose so that you can understand. Uh, okay. So here I have told you about this black liquor, black liquor preparation. So black liquor is the whatever the this waste is drained. This waste is concentrated, right? Using the multiple effective operator or the multiple state evaporator. And with the help of this, we have concentrated this and then we are reutilized in the boiler as a biomass fuel, right? To generate the steam. And yesterday we have already discussed these things. There are two types of the energy generally energy demand in the industry. First one is the steam, and second in the term of electricity. So generally we are using the steam inside the industry, especially in the process industry, okay, as an energy source. So this one is the first, okay. So black liquor can be used as the fuel to generate the steam. It means the simple philosophy, simple conclusion is this: black liquor can be used as a fuel to generate the what? Steam, nothing else. So for the preparing or for the producing the steam, it means MSC or MEEE, multiplicative operator, is used, right? Now we have to decide, okay, so how, what we are doing inside this in order to prepare this. So black liquor is containing water and other chemicals, okay. So these waters would be evaporated first. And what is the equipment used for this? This is the MSC, multiple effective operator. These are the multiple effective operator. One, two, three, four, five, six effective operator. This six effective operator will evaporate the water, or you can say concentrate this weak black liquor and form the fuel. Okay. So now, for the concentration purpose, what I'm saying, now we have to, black liquor is concentrated. Black liquor is concentrated using the multiple effective operator. This is the weak black liquor. This is the concentrated black liquor. Okay, and this concentrated black liquor is used for generating the steam. Okay, as a fuel. Is it clear? So this multiple effective operator, I am just giving a single effective operator. But what is the role of this single effective operator, or what is the meaning of multiple operator? Just what we are doing, we for the concentration, for the concentrating this weak black liquor, we have to apply some steam. And here that raw material or the WBL will entering. WBL is entering like that, and it is going like that. Okay, and due to this steam, it will evaporate, and the evaporated vapors will generated like this one. Okay, and the condensed vapor is like this one, and the final product, whatever is final concentrated black liquor, is coming from this side. Is it clear? Concentrated black liquor is coming from this side. Okay, concentrated black liquor is coming from this side. ऐसे concentrated black liquor is coming from this side, and यहाँ से heat होगा, evaporate होके कुछ vapor बन जाएगा, कुछ आपका concentrate होके यहाँ आ जाएगा. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से आपका मल्टीपल इफेक्टिव ऑपरेटर हम लोग यूज करते हैं यहाँ पर. दिस इज अ मल्टीपल इफेक्टिव ऑपरेटर, यू कैन सी हियर. This is a multiple effective operator. This is drawing. I'm not going to detail because it's not your area. So अच्छा, अब आप देखिए जरा, एक फ्यूल को जनरेट करने के लिए, किसको? वीक ब्लैक लिकर को जनरेट करना है हमें, कंसंट्रेटेड फ्यूल ब्लैक लिकर बनाना है, जिसके लिए आप अगेन स्टीम दे रहे हैं. स्टीम दे रहे हैं कि नहीं दे रहे हैं? स्टीम. तो हमें क्या कर रहे हैं, एक एनर्जी को बनाने के लिए दूसरी एनर्जी का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. ऑब्वियसली if the cost of this steam is higher in order to prepare this one, this is not the beneficial, or this is not profitable for the industrialist, right? So what we have to do, we have to optimize, or we have to minimize this steam use and maximize this concentrated black obtained. Yes or no? हमें इसको कम करना है, इसको ज्यादा करना होगा। इसको कम कैसे करेंगे? तो we have to find out the operating parameters. What are the different operating parameters for the temperature? Okay, what should be the pressure? What should be the flow rate? Okay, what is the number of effect of operator? How can we what are the different energy reduction schemes we can use for this purpose, right? So these are some other issues that can be used come under the the design, equipment design. Okay, so now come to the next. Okay, so okay, so this is the optimized process operating condition, right? हमें क्या करना, process operating condition जो है, we have to find the optimum value of that so that they can produce the maximum energy or maximize the yielding products, right? Okay, so these are the tools. Okay, now these are the tools by which we can model the our process. Okay, generally the process engineers use these three tools. First, the theoretical modeling. Theoretical modeling simply emanates from the mass transfer. Generally, we are using mass transfer, then heat transfer, and third one is the what component transfer or balance. Okay. Next one is the empirical modeling, and empirical modeling is nothing but based on the data. Okay, so in this way we can analyze the data science, or you can use the statistical tools for the modeling. So based on the previous data, we are trying to set the regression model or something like that, a statistical model. Okay, so any of the process may be modeled with the help of either the theoretically or with the help of the data. So these are the real something like something like real. Okay, but uh, it this need, you can say, the data. Okay, and semi-empirical model means it utilizes both the processes. First is the theoretical modeling as well as the empirical modeling. Okay, partially it is used the empirical and partially it is used the theoretical. So this question may be asked in your Viva Voice exam. So what is the empirical modeling, what is empirical modeling, what is theoretical modeling, right? So just to go through. Okay. So these are the tools for the modeling of the process. Okay, this is the those who are interested in reading the identification. Okay, identification, model identification. They can refer the Tangirala book. Arun Kumar Tangirala. Arun Kumar Tangirala. The book is, I think, available on the website. Okay, process identification. Process identification के नाम से I think book है. I didn't remember the exact name of that book, but I think this is a problem. This was the topic. Okay, title. And he is the professor of IIT Madras in Department of Chemical Engineering, right? Chemical Engineering. Okay, I was invited him for the talk and the lecture. I think that was already available on my YouTube channel. Okay, so okay, leave that. So tool for the what are the different tools for the modeling of the process? So first we have to model what we have to identify the model of the process. Okay. So when we supply some input, this is the again the reference pictures of I'm talking from that book, Tangirala book. Okay. So what we have provided the input with the based on this input, the process will just give some output. Okay. So now based on the input data, input output mapping, you can say input output mapping. Now our target is to understand the behavior of this input out mapping. So how this behavior we analyze? This behavior is only analyzed by developing some model. Okay, some mathematical model. So how this model will develop? This model generally you can understand with the help of identification problem. model identification. Okay, so generally in from the data science we have already seen that three types: empirical modeling, and first one is the the theoretical modeling. So in the theoretical modeling, you can say simply we are generally using the principle of conservation. Principle of conservation. So what is the principle of conservation? We have already studied in the previous classes. What are the whatever the accumulation of S within a system, okay, within a system per time period. उस time period में कितना accumulation हो रहा है? Let's say this is the tank, this is the in, this is the out, and this one the let's say some heater, okay, some temperature is coming inside this. This is a Q, okay, and this is the T naught, okay. So how this equation will be written? So some temperature accumulation is there inside this tank. This is the accumulation. Accumulation is equal to in flow of S in the system minus out in minus out flow of S out the system. If suppose there are two chemicals A plus B inside this, let's say we have a tank in which A plus B is chemical, okay, and there are two types of reaction you already studied in the 12th classes or 11th classes, that is the exothermic reaction, and second one is the endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction in which the heat is absorbed, however this exothermic reaction heat will released, okay. So if it releases the heat, if it releases the heat, then some amount of heat is also producing, amount of S generated within the system, okay, this will be added, or if this will consume, then amount of S consumed within the system. So these are the whole philosophy: in minus out plus generated minus consumed equal to accumulation. So this can be applied on any one. This is the mass, this is the component, this is the energy, this is the momentum. Mass, component, to energy, and the momentum. All these fundamentals are based on the same principle, that is the principle of conservation. Accumulation is equal to the in minus out plus generation plus minus consumed. Okay, so you can see the conservation of mass, the rate of accumulation equal to in minus out. Conservation of component, rate of component I accumulated equal to in minus out plus produced, okay, or let's say A plus B, there are some chemicals and producing the C chemicals, so rate of component producing, okay, A plus B gives C, okay, so in minus out equal to C. This is the conservation of energy. Energy is accumulation equal to what? In minus out plus some heat added, okay, and some heat this by the surrounding, okay. So these are the principle. In simply you have to remember in minus out equal to accumulation, nothing else. In minus out equal to, this is also the in one type of the temperature is entering inside the tank, okay, entering inside the tank, entering inside the tank, yes or no? In minus out is equals to this one, okay. Now tomorrow we will discuss the rest of the fundamentals of the process and control. So why we have studied today why we need the process industries, and then we will try to search tomorrow try to search the answer of the tools, different tools. We studied about the tools of for generating or for developing the mathematical models, right? Okay, so thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you may ask.